Welcome. Welcome to today's episode where we dive into goal setting. And don't be afraid. I swear this episode is going to be life-changing, transformational, motivational, inspiring, even if you have a weird relationship with goal setting, even if you feel now a little bit like, is it really for me, Esther? Like goal setting? Do you really want me to jump into any type of goals? No, I don't want to jump into anything. The purpose of this episode is really truly to make you feel inspired, to make you feel hopeful with whatever you want to create this year. And I want to tell you so much more about goal setting, why we misunderstand so much things about goal setting when it comes to mothers and goal setting, why mothers feel that they are rather stuck when it comes to goal setting. I'm going to tell you my personal story as a new mother when it came to goals. We will talk about what is goal setting, what is sabotaging us, why I want you to set goals, why I want to encourage you to set goals. When it comes to feeling good enough, isn't it contradictory with goal setting? Because if we feel already that we are good enough, why we would want to improve? If we feel that we are already good enough in our job as a wife, as a mother, wouldn't it make us rather paralyzed and stuck and settled for what is? I think the opposite is true, and I'm going to tell you why. And I'm also going to help you to start, like how to start with proper goal setting. I'm going to help you how to start. Are you ready? Let's jump in. So, before we jump into that, all that I want to share with you today, just let's take a deep breath in and a long exhale through your mouth and just connect with your body, with the presence of this moment. And I really don't want to pressure you into anything. We are still in January. Most of the countries you are listening to me from, you are still in the dark, in the gray, in the cold. Here in London, it's awful. It's awful. It's cold, it's windy, it's gray and rainy. It's like, oh my gosh. I really like my primary instinction now. This instinct would be like just crawl under a blanket and watch Netflix. Don't talk about goals, Esther. And still, I do. Still, I choose to speak about goals because it helps me too. And I want to help you too. So let's dive into what is goal setting first. If you don't even want to hear about goals or the word goal, then use something else. Use aim, desire, intention, purpose, plan, ideas. What I like to really say about goals and what I want you to consider as an amazing description of goal setting is that goal setting is nothing more but wanting things. Goal setting is wanting things in your life, allowing yourself to want things in your life, and then having that seed, just a seed of belief that you can get there, that you can have that you can create that. So, goal setting is either wanting something that you don't have yet, reaching something, like having something, wanting that, wanting to reach that, getting there, or it is also wanting to get rid of something, wanting to not follow as it was before, continuing without that, continuing your life without the anxiety, getting rid of the overwhelm, getting rid of your negative self talk, of people pleasing, obsessing about others' opinion, getting rid of something that you don't want to tolerate, that you don't want to have anymore in your life. That's a beautiful goal. Wanting to not have those in your life anymore, not second guessing yourself, not feeling insecure and doubting yourself and your decisions. Like this year, you are done with playing according others' rules. This year, you are really stepping into who you want to be as a mother, what kind of a choices you want to make for you and for your family. Like goal is something that you want. So either wanting something that you don't have yet, maybe getting back in shape, losing weight, really being more patient, being able to regulate your nervous system, feeling more confident, making a career change, making a bold move, doing something for your health, prioritizing your self time, resting, relaxing without guilt, being able to really like break the patterns and prioritizing your own self-care, your own self-time. Anything you want, and anything you want, as I said, like getting rid of, and you don't want to bring this further with you. So when it comes to goal setting, the first and most important thing I want you to consider is it's never about others. It's never about what's trendy, what you should want, what you should do. It's always about you and your wants. And I really want to share my personal story, my personal connection to goals, because when I was a new mom, I was deeply in postnatal depression with my first. It was still the first month of the postpartum period. And I felt truly stuck. I felt truly that this is my life now. Everything felt heavy and everything felt around me like it's stuck. I cannot send her back. I cannot undo this decision. This baby is now here. My life is like this, and it is going to be like this forever. So that pain, that suffering was stuck with me. And the other major aspect of that was that I had literally zero goals, zero plans, no perspective. So feeling stuck, having all that negative self-talk and having all those negative feelings. And then it also meant that I had no inspiration, no hope for the change, nothing in the future, no perspective, because this is what it is. There is just no solution here. There is just no way out of this. There is just no possibility of change. And that felt super depressing. So when I talk about goals and goal setting, this is also what I talk about. Giving yourself the permission to change things in your life. Giving yourself the permission to have a perspective, to have something that inspires you, motivates you, a plan, something you want to improve, something you want to change. And it's very personal to you. It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be, I'm going to lose all the weight, all the extra weight I have. It's not like I'm going to build $1 billion business. It doesn't have to be huge. It just has to be meaningful and inspiring for you. So, goal setting, when it comes to mothers, like it feels like it is out of touch. It is not resonating. I've met so many mothers whose eyes went just completely blank when I started to talk about goals. It's like, mm, yeah, sounds good. Like, no, no, not really for me. And it's really super interesting. Like, why? Why mothers do you feel so disconnected from goals, from goal setting? What is actually sabotaging us? So there is one thing which is really sabotaging us, like everybody, not just mothers, everybody who has a human brain. This is exactly our human brain because the brain has this motivational triad, which is instant gratification, avoid pain, and preserve energy. This is the motivational triad for the brain. So when I talk about goal setting, when I talk about goals or changing things, the primary reaction from your brain is go fuck yourself. It's like, I don't want to do anything. And it is extremely true for mothers who are overwhelmed and exhausted, because when you are stressed, overwhelmed, and exhausted, vibed out, then the primitive brain is taking over because the brain wants you to survive. So when you are already in this mode, I'm overwhelmed, I'm wiped out, it's too much, then the normal reaction of the brain is like, no, I don't want more. I want to preserve my energy. I don't want more pain of the change of work, of doing something. Like, leave me alone. And this is very, very true, like for everybody who has a human brain. But this is extremely true for mothers who are already like running on fumes and feel overwhelmed and tired. It's like, what are you saying? You want me to do things, you do extra things, and the brain looks at goal setting as such. So I just want you to see goal setting differently. Because when you let your brain see goal setting as an extra task to do, then obviously the primary function of the brain is going to kick in and like, no, it's a big no. So there are many, many ways our brain is keeping us stuck, but this primary reaction of the brain is going to kick in like, no, goal setting. No, don't even want to hear about this. I don't want to waste energy on anything which is change or new. Like, leave me alone. And actually, I wrote a blog post about the 5 reasons why mothers feel stuck when it comes to goal setting. And I don't want to keep talking about these same things because I really want to get to when I inspire you to how to start and how to set goals for yourself. But go to my website, esterbisobo.com. I'm also going to put a link in the show notes and read that blog post because understanding those reasons why actually mothers feel stuck, it may help you to really see things differently. Like, oh, aha, that's why I've been sabotaging myself. Oh, wow, now I understand why I had this very weird and distant connection with goal setting. But like, let's go further now because I want you to really understand what you can do about it. So, as I said, nothing has gone wrong. It's so normal for 2 reasons right now in this very moment. I want to talk about like the first reason, it's so normal that you don't want to jump into any goal setting and anything because it's still January. The nature is sleeping, like just the school started again. Maybe you are stuck at home with your baby because it's awful, terrible weather outside. And you feel like it's dark, it's cold, and like, I'm not ready yet. So it's completely normal. And the other, why it's completely normal that you don't have this urge of energy to like, oh yes, and let's jump into goal setting, is because your brain thinks that goal setting is something heavy, something as an extra task on your already way too long to-do list. And this is what I invite you to think differently because goal setting is not a task to accomplish. Goal setting is not something to push yourself into or to want things that you should want or achieve things that you should achieve. Goal setting is simply allowing yourself to want things, having the seed of belief that you can get that. And when you connect with that seed of belief, that you can change that particular thing, that you can get to that specific thing, that you can get rid of something that is really pulling you down, then that is going to create that fuel in you. So, why do I want to encourage you to set goals? Because it is extremely energizing. Because when you connect with that goal that's truly yours, that truly motivates and inspires you, I don't want to have this anxiety anymore. I don't want to lose my shit all the time with my kids. I'm ready to change this up. I'm ready to have a career that I've dreamed about. I'm really done with this B minus type of career that I am in for years, for example. Or you feel this urge that I really, really want to prioritize myself. I feel that I need that self time. I'm ready to prioritize myself finally. When you feel that inspiration, when you have that seed of belief that you can change things up, that you can get there, that you can improve what you want to improve in your life, that is so inspiring. That's so energizing. And we mothers, we need all the extra energy. Because what is the alternative? The alternative is that that's it. No, I don't have time. I don't have the support. I don't have the energy. Goals, it's for others. It's not for me. Think about the two versions of you. One version, and really connect with your body now. Like connect while I'm talking about this, connect with your body, like what kind of feelings are coming up. So one version is saying like, nah, I've tried. I've tried it all. I tried all the diets. I tried all the ways. It's just not for me. Or I'm too tired. I'm too overwhelmed. It's just not for me. Maybe in the future, but it's just not now. What type of feeling does come up in your body? What do you feel in your body? And now think about the version of you who thinks like, yeah, I really, really deserve to want things. What would it be? What would it be? And then I can really get there just trying, just changing things up. Like, I really would like to feel just healthier, stronger. I really want to have these few minutes of walk every day. I really want to feel that I can reach that and just trying to be healthier, just trying to spend more time with myself, with my thoughts. Think about how do you wish to really feel yourself at the end of this year? What would make the biggest change? And then having just a seed of the belief that you can have that you can get there, that you can have plans, then you can change things, then you can improve things. What comes up in your body when you connect with that seed of belief that it is possible? So when I talk about goal setting, this is what I want to encourage you for. This is what I want you to feel. This motivation, this inspiration, this extra energy that yes, you can get through that heavy week. You can get through that overwhelming afternoon. You can really wake up on a Monday morning, have your coffee, and say, like, yes, what can I do? What is the smallest step I can do in order to get closer to that? Something inspire you, a perspective, something that you want to get to, something that you want to change. And it is super important that you really don't see it as a task, but as something that makes you feel better, makes you feel more motivated and inspired. Because this is exactly what happened to me when I was stuck in that no perspective, no goals. This is where I'm stuck feeling in the first few months of early motherhood. And when I started to work with my coach, and then slowly, but I was questioning my own thoughts, I was questioning my own self talk. And I was just first allowing myself to think about what if this is not that shitty as I was thinking about this before? What if there's nothing wrong with me? What if there is a solution? What if I can get really to enjoyment and some more fun? Because I truly believe that was not possible for me anymore. And I'm not talking here about the depression or the postnatal depression. I'm really talking now about that shift when I felt completely stuck without goals, without any perspective. And then there was this slight shift when I was allowing myself to make plans, to want things like going back to the gym, to want things to connect with my husband and go on late nights, to want things and just really allowing myself just to entertain the idea regarding my career, what I wanted to do with my career, whether I wanted to go back to work Or how? Just allowing myself to think about my plans for the future. It made a huge difference. So when you feel overwhelmed, when you feel wiped out and tired, and your brain tells you that goal setting is not for you, don't believe those automatic thoughts because that's crap. Goal setting is for all of us. Goal setting is for you to really feel inspired towards your own future, towards the possibility that you can change things up, that you can improve things, anything you want in your life without the pressure, without the external what you should want or achieve. It's purely what you want to. And then connecting to that seed, which is going to fuel you. And that inspiration, that energy, that is what I want for you. And there is this one thing that I've been really wanting to talk about this, but it didn't really fit into any of this episode. I think this is the one. It fits perfectly. It's like if we feel good enough, if we feel that I'm already good enough, doesn't it make me lazy? Doesn't it make me like, oh, I can do anything? I can then shout with my kids. I can go to the extreme. I can hit my kid. I can literally do anything with my kid because I can just now manage my thoughts and really believe and feel that I'm good enough already, like whatever I'm doing. Why would I want to improve things? Why would I want to be the best mommy for them if I'm already good enough? So whatever shit I'm doing, it's already good enough, right? And I don't think so. I really don't believe so. Because if your negative self talk is taking over and you feel that you're not good enough and you tell yourself that whatever you are doing is just not good enough, that's really pulling you down into paralysis. That is the feeling of whatever I'm doing, I'm not going to be good enough. Whatever I'm doing and trying and being the best mommy and trying not to talk shit, not to yell, really trying my best, but I'm just so tired. So why to even try? Anyhow, I'm not good enough mom, so why even try? And on the contrary, when you feel good enough, when you feel that I'm really trying my best, I want to be the best mom for my kids, and I am a good enough mom, and I keep on trying. I keep showing up. I keep improving my life. I have this inspiration to be the role model for my kids. That is inspiration. That is energy. That feeling good enough is making you functional enough to actually do things, to improve things in your life. So I truly believe that feeling good enough has only positive effect on you and on your mothering. It doesn't make you lazy or it doesn't make you stagnate. Feeling good enough is actually what gives you the power, the energy, that functionality that, yes, I'm a good enough mom. I'm trying. I make mistakes. I'm a human. Yes, I make mistakes. Maybe I've raised my voice, but I can try again tomorrow. I can apologize. What can I do about it? It makes you really resourceful and activated. So I really truly believe that when we feel that we are truly like, yeah, I'm a good enough mom. I'm not a perfect mom. I'm a good enough mom. That makes you just feel calm, grounded, and ready to improve things in your life that you want to without pressure, without rush, simply from this wanting. And this is what I want to encourage you towards to wanting. Allow yourself to want things in your life. And then what I'm going to really finish this episode with is how to start. How to start one things, how to start proper goal setting. Maybe you haven't done it for a long time, or maybe you haven't done it right. How to start. So what is super important is what we talked about in the latest episode is understanding the nature of change. So when we want something, first we need to get rid of what is not serving us anymore. Unconscious habits, patterns that are so stuck in us. that frustration, that stress, that disbelief, the second guessing. We have to get rid of that first and then create this new neural pathway connection to what you want, the seed of belief that you can have that you can get there. And the fastest way to actually get there, to the fastest way to actually have that, what you want to create this year, is really embodying it, creating this connection, this bridge where you are right now and what do you want to achieve, creating this new neural pathway that you can have that you can get there. And this is exactly what I plan for you end of January. So I don't want to rush anywhere. As you see, I was already talking about why not to set resolutions. Now I'm talking again about no rush, no pressure. And the workshop I'm bringing for you, it is going to be end of January because I really truly believe that we all need these first few weeks of like deep breath and just really easing into the new year. But end of January, the 30th of January, I'm going to put the registration link here in the show notes. I'm going to bring this specific workshop where we are going to do this work together. So it is going to be nothing sweaty, nothing pressuring. It is actually going to be a very short 30-40 minutes workshop where we first just get rid of everything that's not serving you, that stress, that disbelief, that frustration, that overwhelm that is taking up way too much space right now in your life. And then we're just going to give a huge hug to your nervous system. We are going to start creating the first new neural pathway to your dreams. Something, that little seed that you can get there, that you can have that. We are going to use the power of the unconscious hypnosis because I really want you to feel grounded, inspired, and really motivated to get to that goal you want this year. So, as a summary, you can want things in your life as a mother. Even when you feel now overwhelmed and tired and like, goal setting is not a task. It's not something that's pressured on you. Goal setting can be actually the tool to make you feel more energized, more inspired, more you. And I want to help you with that. So I'm going to put the registration link here in the show notes and hope to see you end of January in this goal setting workshop, specifically for moms. Just easy, with calm, feeling grounded. No pressure, no rush. Just steady, believing, energizing, and actually getting to that goal, to that change that you want this year. Thank you so much for listening today, and I cannot wait to talk to you soon. Bye.